I actually don't know if that mutes me when I put my mic up. Ooh, it's all Christmassy. Look at that. I didn't choose what profession we are, so we're gonna hope we did not get a good one. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we honestly got the worst profession, but that's so okay. You guys just really won't be able to see for a while. Nobody will actually really be able to see for a while. That's okay. We'll try to get a lantern set up. Oh my gosh, they wear Christmas hats! This is a glorious day. Can I even... Looks like it needs energy. Okay. I was about to say, am I even allowed to like interact with it? Tab, inventory, yep, okay. Workbench, chest. Copper pickaxe. Wrap, ton of torches. Finishable. Should be all we really need for the moment. We won't need those, any of those for a while. Is it FT? There's a keybind to auto pull out torches. I don't know what it is though. We'll figure it out eventually. Not perfect, but it's good enough for me where everything's placed at. I just kind of want to get everything in the starting area cleaned up because, yeah, the middle of the, I'm just going to base up around here. I kind of like the look of the statues and stuff. It's going to suck when it comes to like getting to some of the later biomes, but that's okay. I haven't gotten any meaningful achievements, like all the stuff that I have achievements wise is it's just stuff you're gonna get throughout playing the game. I think I literally just have a couple of the like very starting achievements, but we're gonna do on 100% playthrough, or at least try to slowly get there. Obviously, today alone I'm not gonna get to 100%, but 'tis the goal. Yeah, actually, we're gonna go ahead and plant the wood stuff just so that we have wood going, because why not? We're not gonna do it efficiently, we're just gonna throw it down and it'll grow stuff. Oh, I was not paying attention. That was of course a patch of stone, because why wouldn't it be? Whatevs. Sure. Not efficient at all, but honestly just didn't want it in my inventory. And didn't want it clogging up the chest either. Okay. For some reason the farmer doesn't get any starting rations. Bog? Time to mine. We're immediately gonna go for that copper that we see. Because, yeah, I have played the game a decent amount. But nothing crazy. Like I've only beat like the first 3 bosses, which is pretty much just the early game. Not even that much of it either. We are playing on hard mode, so stuff is a lot harder, but it apparently drops more resources. I don't know if anybody here has played Terraria. It sounds like it's kind of like expert mode in Terraria, where maybe increases like rare drop rates, like the 1% stuff. Okay, it definitely makes dig spots better, because 2 eggs, 2 dig spots is crazy. TNT? Do you have to actually like hit TNT? Okay. Help us dig out some of that area. Yeah, we don't have a lantern just yet, so I will be placing down torches more or less for your guys' sake. I'm kind of okay with just running around in the dark, but I know it makes for not the best visual. These guys are really cool. They get like a whole bunch of defense when they're in that like armored mode, and then they like slam through the walls. These are a newer enemy that came out with the 1.0 release. I haven't played a lot of the 1.0 release. Honestly, I should have done like the summoner class or something just to get to see it more. I know the 1.0 release has been out for a minute, but it's still newish to me. I haven't played a lot of it. The summoner class, in my opinion, did seem really fun, so we'll probably end up doing a focus on summoning builds, but I mean, that just kind of determines what gear I'll be using. You kind of use all the weapons at once, especially with summoning. You just kind of throw out your summons and then you swap to like a sword or the range class. Range is always pretty good in games like these, so. We made a shovel because the X's on the ground you can dig up for like resources and they can have some pretty good stuff in them. So yeah, we're gonna make sure that we try to dig stuff when we see it. We'll get it's important to grab pretty much everything you see. Those are pretty good. The plants that we've been getting from the ground, once I get a little bit more set up, we can cook into recipe foods. I don't know if you've ever played, if anybody in here or watching knows what Valheim is, but the food is pretty similar to Valheim, where it doesn't necessarily improve your base stats, but you do get different buffs based on your. Oh my gosh! Okay, as you can see, gives health per second. You have no natural regen in this game, so that's actually just really nice to get for free. Eventually we can hatch the eggs into stuff. Snowball. Huh. Okay. I'm assuming it's just for the event or whatever. To trade with the one that decides who is naughty and nice. Okay, I guess they added a new NPC. This game's... Oh, what was I saying? Food. Most foods give a status effect, so foods are pretty good for buffing yourselves for going into like boss fights and stuff like that. I haven't had to do a lot of food buffing when it comes to boss fights and stuff, just because, like I said, I'd only really done like the first couple of boss fights. The game is pretty linear, as you'll come to see, but it's still pretty good in my opinion. It kind of helps, because there is a lot to this game, so the linear nature kind of helps not feel so overwhelmed. What? It did not. Okay, that was really weird. We'll happily take that chest. We'll leave those torches for now. They're nice vanity, but they aren't all that hard to make. The tufts and stuff on the grounds are like enemy spawn points as well as mushroom spawn points, so I don't know if I have any in my inventory. I don't. Pick it up real quick. Fungal soil. Mycelium, over time, mushrooms and shroomin will grow on it. So this game does have a good amount of automation that you can eventually get into, so you can set up like mob farms and stuff, but I could clear this stuff out to make it to where stuff doesn't spawn, but honestly it's okay that stuff spawns. It's not that big of a nuisance, and we want mushrooms and stuff because it's going to be our food source for a minute. When you start to get hungry, you do start to lose max health, so if you can see, my health bar is now missing some of my max health because I'm getting hungry. Oh my gosh, it takes so many cycles to kill these things. I thought it took like 3 with a wood sword, I guess not. Oh my gosh, he's still alive. If you couldn't tell, I've also started to do less. Oh, I thought he was in front of me. I did not realize that I moved faster than him. Okay. That's alright though. Oh, the wood sword broke. I don't have access to a repair table or anything, and low-key it's an easy enough recipe to remake. It's just some wood. I don't have wood on me. There's no sprint. Ah, it's shift. Of course it's shift. Why? Okay. Shift pulls out torches apparently, because there is no sprinting in this game. You just have a generic move speed. You always move at full speed. But yeah, I kind of need my body back because collect your gravestone, you get your stuff back. I'm gonna go make another sword. And we're gonna see about maybe smelting some stuff. Cause you need copper in this game. Pretty badly. Did I even get any copper? Okay, I did. For now we'll just do one smelter. Down there. Cool thing about this game, you don't need fuel to smelt stuff. You just do. Very nice if you ask me. Tombstone is trash. I was lucky and got just a piece of armor for free. There's item levels affect how good stuff is. You'll see later on. Item levels play a lot more of a role, but like for example, the item level of the berry necklace is 5. Yeah, we kind of need copper, and I'm kind of losing the plot here by not just going out and getting copper, but it's fun to kill stuff, okay? Can you really blame me? We got a lot of time we're gonna have to spend in this game, so might as well some fun. I once again got hit because I'm dumb. Honestly, the main reason I'm going over there is because I want to check out what those boxes have, because they can have some pretty cool stuff. I need wood. Okay. See, it's all because I gotta level up my skills, bro. Like calculated, swear to God. We're kinda gonna ignore that other one until we just kill this one. Damn! Run away! Now, we've been fighting stuff that one-shots us anyway, so low-key that little guy hitting me a couple times is so whatever. Yeah, we're mining this copper because it's a lot of copper. Yeah, we'll get into that later. But yeah, I want to go figure out what those rest of those boxes have. Smelt up this copper. Yeah, this game is pretty exploration focused. Dang, that was a really weird line he took to get to me. Glad yeah, thought he was gonna hit this stuff before he actually got to me. In fact, it did not. Stone skin potion. That'll be nice for boss fights. Okay, we have a nice big water source. I actually really like the look of the water in this game, so we'll end up doing some fun stuff with base design, especially if we're gonna spend if I'm gonna end up spending a good amount of time in this game. I'll attempt to make my base look pretty good, but I'll definitely be up to recommendations when we get to that point, because I've never been the best when it comes to aesthetics. But, yeah, I was going the wrong way. We're gonna get this copper smelted up, we're gonna get a couple more of the baseline structures down, and we're just gonna keep exploring. Yeah, we'll get a cooking pot, which will be important. I need to smelt up more copper. Thought that would auto-craft all if I hit shift while pressing that, I guess not. Yeah, we don't really care too much for anything else currently. That's the wrong button. Never mind, it's already in my hotbar. Why am I being stupid? There we go. There's a recipe thing that you'll see every time you cook a food. You'll get it in your recipe book, and then you can craft it just like it's a crafting recipe that you have anywhere else. That's the wood stocks. You place the seeds, and then they will slowly but surely pop wood out in one of their directions. I'm gonna start digging out a little area, set up a bit of a farm, just because we got lucky, and we got, not that we got lucky, but, because I accidentally took the farmer trait or whatever on accident. But, I should be mining with my pickaxe, just so it's faster. Technically, you can mine with kind of anything as long as you have enough, like, mining damage to actually damage what you're hitting. So, obviously, dirt has pretty low mining durability. Sand has the lowest. I think it probably has, like, 1 health, I guess, or something, because you can break it with your fist in 1 hit. It's really nice. But basically, you do mining damage, and I'm assuming stuff just has a set amount of health, and you have to do so much damage in 1 hit in order to actually be able to break the block. But you'll see that later. Now we have food. We have a food bar. We have health. Pretty much every food gives you healing over time. So it gives plus 4.2 health every second for 20 seconds. So that's like 80 health over 20 seconds, which is nice, but not that good. And the more food you have, you get buffs. So when your food is pretty full, you get increased damage and max health, which is nice, because it doesn't really cost anything to keep high on food as long as you have food on you. Obviously, different foods give different amounts of food. We'll start farming. Farming's pretty easy. Till the soil, or whatever you're trying to grow stuff on. Not every plant in this game actually grows on normal dirt. But, till the ground, plant the seed, water the soil. Or you might actually be able to water and then plant, but usually I plant and then water. You can get better watering cans and better hose, so it takes less time to farm and stuff. We're not going to plant any more wood seeds because we don't really need to plant anymore. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Those could prove useful, I guess. We'll get into scrap parts when we start to use them. Valuables, there are traders in this game. You get traders from killing bosses and whatnot. We need copper because we're going to make a salvage table. Salvage tables are pretty big. They let you repair stuff and reinforce stuff, which... repairing, pretty self-explanatory. There's different tiers of workbenches. You can cycle the tiers depending on what you got, but yeah. We're gonna go ahead and make a copper pickaxe. We'll save up a little bit more copper and we'll go kill some slime so that we can make lanterns. Lanterns do what you would assume a lantern does. It provides some passive light. Low-key, we're going to keep a basic workbench on us because they let us make floors and walls, which you can use. Actually, wait, can't we make bridges? Never mind, we aren't going to keep this on here because we can make bridges in the normal inventory anyway. We are, however, going to make a wooden sword again. Wooden swords aren't worth repairing. I would just salvage them for the extra salvage parts. Because okay, I won't show. Oh yeah, There you go. Cost scrap parts. We don't have a lot of scrap parts right now, so I'm not going to bother repairing any wood tools. I'll just recraft them because wood is easy enough to get. But yeah, we're just gonna get some more copper. Honestly, my next kind of thing that I want to do is get stuff prepped for hatching the eggs that I got, because they take a really long time to hatch. So it'd be nice to start that process now. The only issue is we're gonna need a lot of copper. We are gonna have to build a glass smelter, which requires electricity in order to actually smelt sand into glass. So we're gonna have to make a generator, which is just a lot of copper. And yeah, we'll smelt the glass, which we need for an incubator. Incubator also needs power. Incubator also takes a lot of copper to make, I think. But basically, once you power the incubator and you have an egg in it, it does its job. It incubates the egg. And after a long, and I mean quite the lengthy period of time, get pets. Different eggs give different types of pets. Apparently they have color variants, I was reading, because I was looking at some of the stuff that we'd have to do to get to do 100%, at least all achievements is kind of what my definition of 100% is for now. We might end up doing more if all achievements doesn't seem like it really completes the game, but it seemed pretty thorough when I was reading it. For example, oh yeah, we haven't even gone over this. We have to max out all our skills. This game's, I mean, pretty RPG, classic RPG. We have skill points. Every 5 levels in a skill, you get a point. You can spend points. There's a tree. You can reset it for currency. We don't have access to money just yet, but we will eventually. But each level in and of itself gives a bonus. So for example, mining, each level of mining we get, it gives us 1 mining damage. We're at level 6, so we get plus 6 mining damage. Running, we get 0.1% of movement speed per level. And then on top of the per level bonuses, we get the skill tree bonuses. So for example, this one gives us just a additional percentage to mining damage. So yeah. They did an okay job kind of balancing the skill tree, so it is kind of worth, I guess, to not just yeah, it's gonna suck to max out our skills, because it's one of those games where obviously you need exponentially more XP to do stuff, and even if you play a lot, you're not gonna generically max out your skills, I don't think. I wouldn't assume that you would generically max out your skills in a normal playthrough. Okay, nice chest, just full seeds, awesome. More for the farm. Like I said before, foods provide different buffs and stuff, so they're really good for boss fights. So low-key, farming's also a skill that we need. So honestly, finding seeds and stuff isn't the worst, because it's all stuff that we'll have to work at anyway. Okay, we're good, just random whatever notifications. You know, we'll have to work on our farming skill eventually anyway, so for now, we're just gonna get copper. I would love to find slime so we can get lanterns, that way we can actually see what we're doing without having to place a torch every 2 seconds. Why did I okay. Speaking of torches, there is a crafting skill, so honestly having to craft torches isn't terrible. Crafting skill. Crafting skill gives a % of armor. Okay, crafting skill actually isn't terrible to level up. I'm assuming it's kind of like Ark Survival Evolved, where depending on what you're crafting, you get different amounts of XP. I would hope. Actually, I take that back. I wouldn't hope that. We're going for 100%. So hopefully everything you craft gives the same amount of XP, so you can just spam craft easy stuff to max out your stuff. New running talent. We'll get to that when we get to that. Mushrooms are important because our food is always going down, and as you can see, food is pretty important because it lowers your stats when you're hungry. Turf block, we're just mining through a different block. Whoa! Okay, I'm glad I put down a torch. Ouch! So these are the aggressive variants of slimes. You'll see the ones that aren't spiky aren't aggressive. Oh, and they're covered with little snowmen. Yes. It's cute. The spiky ones are aggressive. The just normal round ones aren't aggressive, but we need slime anyway, because like I said, I want to get that lantern down. These big blobs are little loot things. We ended up getting some slime for free from that. We need to eat anyway, and that will help get us some health back. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if people were paying attention at the start, but we are in the harder difficulty. I didn't make my character hardcore, so I've already died a couple times, but normally that would be the end of your character if you chose a hardcore character. But I know my limits. I'm not that great at video games, so we did not choose hardcore. We're not real. We're not true gamers, but oh, we got it. Oh, okay, so it's a variant. So what we just got is a figurine. Figurines are a pretty rare drop from enemies. They might be the figurines for the holiday variants might be a little bit more common, just because, you know, they're holiday variants. People are gonna want them, and it's a limited time, so they're harder to get. So they might make it easier to get them. But basically, it's just a rare drop. You can use it for decoration, or you might be able to sell it. I'm not sure. Is it considered a valuable? Nah, you can just use it for decoration. Stuff doesn't have to be a valuable to sell it, but valuables are pretty much only put in the game to be sold, so it kind of makes sense to just sell the valuables and not really mess with selling anything else. Okay, we accidentally hit that slime. We're okay. I thought that was going to be much more deadly. I was scared. Yeah, we don't really need any more slime. If you haven't noticed, walking on slime gives you the slowness effect, and quite the slowness to say the least. 50% move speed. It's a lot of move speed to get lost. Like I said earlier, there's no sprint, so unfortunately you're just stuck at whatever speed you're at. Whoops. Yeah. Wow, okay, I got a lot of copper. Which is good. We need a lot of copper. I'll show you. Go up a tier. We're gonna need to make a glass smelter. But in order to make a glass smelter, we're gonna need a generator, which means we need to make an electronics table, and then craft a generator, and then we need the egg incubator. So it's a lot of copper to get the egg incubation going, but pets are definitely worth it. Bushes just for decoration. We can get more of those eventually. Technically that is a finite resource, so it's not the best to be trashing that, but okay, I promise. You can use your hoe to harvest multiple things at once, which is nice quality of life stuff. We're only gonna plant the stuff that we can actually like eat. I'm not actually gonna bother planting the other seed. The other seed just makes it to where we get fiber. Fiber is not something you'll ever really be low on. And if you're low on fiber, I don't know what to honestly just don't know what to say if you're low on fiber. It's so unimaginably like a you issue, it's crazy. So far this is just a dump chest. As we get more stuff, I'll organize, but for now, dump chest is kind of okay. We'll get backpacks and stuff that increase our inventory space as well, but for now, quite limited. It's fine. It's okay. We get more space eventually. You increase vitality by killing stuff. It doesn't matter what method you use. You increase your other skills, obviously, by, for example, melee. You increase melee by hitting stuff with swords. Magic, hitting stuff with magic. Summoning, summons hitting stuff. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. Fishing by fishing. They got rid of the fishing minigame, but I think there is a setting to turn it back on. But low-key, we're just gonna leave it off for... I enjoyed the fishing minigame, but considering they got rid of it, a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know. I think they do let you turn it on if you want to turn it on, but for the sake of making my life easier, we are not going to turn it on. We'll set up more efficient paths to stuff as time goes on, but for now I honestly can't be bothered to just sit and dig a wall. It's pretty boring, especially since we just started out. Infrastructure isn't really the hugest deal just yet. Watering cans only have so much water before they run out. No, that won't actually. You can dig holes with shovels depending on what material the ground is, and that hole will be a hole. If you dig a hole, okay, you can make a shield. None of the ranged weapons in this game actually take ammo to use, so it's worth for us to get a bow going. I can put the watering can away. See how we're doing on glass. I think we need 8. Yes, we need 8. We'll grab one of the eggs out, because you can only hatch one at a time. Actually, generators can power 4 things without actually having to build like circuits or anything, so grab both eggs. We'll just make 2 incubators, just for the sake of being able to do multiple eggs at once, because you're about to witness how long that this is gonna take, but it truly is a ridiculous amount of time. Yeah, that we'll come back to this, but basically that background color is supposed to get the same color as this, and it's slowly gonna trickle down until the egg is cracked, and then once the egg's cracked, we can just hatch it. But yeah, as you can see, that's gonna take a really long time, because I don't even think a pixel of progress occurred. See, it becomes that. Yeah, and then you can take it out. Yeah, basically that progress bar is happening here, except it's literally ticking so slow, you cannot see it. So yeah, it's gonna be a minute before that's done, which is why we're gonna hatch both eggs at the same time. Once those are hatched, we're gonna go out looking for tin, I guess. I need to repair my pickaxe first, but we'll go out for some tin. There are different ores. Usually the farther the ore from your base, the better it is. So for example, copper is the worst. Then there's tin, then there's iron. gold, I don't know if gold is really used to make tools as much as it is just like a kind of there thing. Or like rare stuff. But more soup. Soup gives a good amount of food, and it also doesn't waste our better items for making food with. So I like to make soup early game. But yeah, you can make better stuff better. So that took two salvage to repair, but now it's back to full durability. You can reinforce it. Okay, actually I'll show the reinforcement mechanic real quick. You can reinforce stuff for the material that it took to craft it, and if it's damaged it'll also repair it at the same time, so it'll take salvage. But reinforcing it, as you can see, buffs its stats and doubles its durability. Once the durability drops back below that like added durability, right, so 800 at 400, once it drops back to 400 it loses the extra stats. But it's kind of nice to be able to just buff your stuff for a temporary amount of time or until you reapply the buff. Excuse me. Yeah, honestly the best way to find tin though is just gonna be digging. So yeah, time to just, as boring as it is, we're just gonna dig a straight line until we find the next biome. I need to apply some of my skill points real quick. There we go. Yep, and we're just gonna mine until we find the next biome. All the shinies we're gonna be seeing are gonna be copper, so I'm not really gonna bother to go get them. Obviously, if we need copper later, we can just come through the tunnel and get it. But yeah. Okay, so we've already encountered a hole. Well, it's a lake, but same difference. Ancient gemstone. Is that what I think it is? Okay, yeah, that's actually not as important as it sounds. Pet stuff, you can use it to increase your pet's XP. Pets level up. You'll see that when we get to hatch the eggs. We're gonna craft some bridges though, because what you can do with bridges is simply build over the water. Bam. Because fastest way to get places is straight lines, so I appreciate just having straight lines from place to place. Okay, my food's ready. Oh jeez. Okay, we're good. Apprentice robe? It's for magic stuff. Okay, we don't have a magic weapon. Actually, is it better than what we have now? Yes, because it adds magic barrier. Yeah, it is better than what we have now. We're gonna throw that on. Magic barrier is just like shield, I guess, in video games. I think it just recharges over time if you don't take damage. Well, so really convenient because, as like what I said earlier, there's no regen. Your character doesn't generically regen over time. You either have to eat something or have a piece of equipment that does it, or like a skill that lets you regen. So a way to passively get health back, especially mid-fight, is really nice. I'll be right back. I have some food that's ready. It'll be like 2 seconds. Alright, I've returned and with delicious food. All's good in the world. Okay, looks like nothing happened while I was gone. Nobody showed up, or if they did, they left, which is fine, understandable. Yeah, welcome to, I guess, part 1 of Solo Saturdays. Oh, I wish there was a way I could see how far into the... Oh, can I check OBS and see how far into the recording I am? It does not look like OBS shows me how far into the recording I am. Because I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and I would love to cut out the me going to grab food real quick. Awesome. See the lantern doing its work, doing its job. Ow. Okay, slime's no longer die in 3 hits, because... I see. We'll get into that one later, but that is quite the find. Hehehe, this is why range is OP. Normally stuff stays aggro. I have no clue why it lost its aggro. My gosh, I got a Santa hat. Heck yeah, we're wearing the Santa hat. Ancient gemstones aren't really important right now, so I'm not gonna bother to grab them. Mechanical parts, also not the most important right now. They'll be helpful later, but for now, they'd just be taking up inventory space. Thus, not gonna bother. Plain and simple. Honestly, chests, we can just craft chests. I don't need them in my inventory. Whoa! Slow your roll there, Bucky. Run! Oh! Please. Okay. Whew. Whew. Hey, more dig spots. This is valuable. We can sell this. Honestly, we'll just trash the peasant thing. It's so whatever. We'll get into these later, but that's for automation stuff. Oh, I can read how long this session's been going on. I'm El Stupido. Okay, it was a little before an hour. I'll definitely remember that and totally not forget to cut that out. We were able to find some tin ore just from boxes. Awesome. More valuables. More stuff to just clog up the inventory. See, I told you you'd be able to find another peasant shirt. Honestly, dirt blocks are more helpful than turf, so we'll throw out the turf first. And then it's time to start killing. Ah! Okay. Don't really need the snowballs. Might come in handy later though, but it is what it is. Make bridges later. Bruh, the knockback, dude. Oh my gosh. Not even halfway done. So yeah, it took a very long time. Sorry, I'm enjoying my sandwich real quick. Good sandwich. Okay, I was really scared there. That's another festive hat. Copper ore. I guess I could go back to base and actually start to empty out some of the inventory. Excusez-moi. Why can't I move? I stopped moving. Now I'm getting absolutely bullied. I might make myself a bit loud. I don't have anybody in chat to ask. You know, when somebody joins chat, I'll ask, I guess. Am I doing? What's going on? What is going on here? I said, once we get more stuff, I'll actually start to organize, but for now, it is what it is. Actually, we're already gonna start organizing. But, not a lot, just a tad. Just a wee amount of organization. So we only have a wee amount of item. Be out of Wasser. Got boom. Okay. As you can see, there's an amount of natural light in this area, protruding from the ceiling. Eventually, we'll be able to do that wherever we want to do that at. It's really cool. Also, we got really lucky and got a set piece with a fishing rod. We don't have a fishing rod yet, so we'll set pieces. And we got the Witch Doctor hat, which will be really nice once we actually get a summoning weapon. Obviously, you fish faster if you fish in the fishing spots. The little bubbles, the little booblies. Like I said, there used to be a mini game for fishing, but they've switched to the Minecraft style just because people are not fond of the mini game. I personally enjoyed the minigame. The only issue I have with the minigame is it'll make leveling up fishing really hard, because it makes fishing take significantly longer. Because not only do you have to wait to hook the fish, then you have to play the minigame. This makes it take a significantly long time. If you couldn't tell, it's gonna take a long time to level up fishing, because I don't even think I've gained one level in fishing. You know, I don't have any levels in fishing yet, so I should be leveling up fishing fast. inventory. We're gonna look at the stuff that we do not care about, which is that. What my green kelp gives when cooked with. I actually haven't ever cooked with kelp, so. Inventory's full, so we'll go back. Yeah, we're gonna cook some mushroom soup with kelp. Because I actually don't know what buffs kelp gives. Kelp slots. What? It cannot be cooked. Okay. I lied. We're not gonna cook with it. Because apparently it can't be cooked. I guess. Biggie, I suppose. Eventually you can get sprinklers, which obviously makes a lot faster. Yeah, the map is quite large. That marker is where that copper thing is, just because we can use that later on when we get the ability to do fun stuff. Arguably put all those in there. Actually getting pretty close. Gotta finish my sandwich real quick. And then we're gonna keep looking for some tin. Alright, and we are back. It is done. Updating? It is done incubating. We'll start with the first one first. Ooh, a red boy. And a not so red boy. So we got a red and a not red, like a brownish color. Time to check out their skills. We'll start once again with the first one. 10% chance to stun targets on melee. 7% chance to deal triple the amount of damage. 10% crit chance, so that's also going to be 10% crit chance. 30% critical hit damage. 100% longer stun durations. 10% chance to stun on melee. Okay, not awesome, not terrible. Just depends on what you're looking for. More damage against bosses, honestly, so whatever. Stun lasts longer. Triple the amount of damage. More damage against stunned, more damage against bosses, longer stun. Damage against stun, longer bosses. So, the verdict is in. We're gonna run the red one. Now, we're just gonna run crit hit, and, stun. We're just gonna run crit hit, stun, I think. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do off-leash, crit, stun. Each pet, if you couldn't tell, each pet gets a different skill tree, but they can only select from whatever skills like the pet's supposed to have. So for example, those two pets, although they're the same type, had different skill trees, and we are gonna pick which one had the better skill tree. Which is the red one, in my opinion, has the better skills, so we're gonna level him up. Look at the dog. Oh, he stunned it before it hit the wall, dude. Jeez! Why did it got its stone back so fast? Giant mushroom is Pog! Get him, dog! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Look at that. Dog put in some work. He's getting XP from it. Pets, just like you, take exponentially more XP to level up. So the earlier levels are easier, the harder levels obviously get much harder. The pets gain experience from doing damage if the pets can do damage, or you just killing stuff too. Gives them a burst of XP. Dogs, for example, do damage. Not all pets do damage. Some pets simply just buff you, depending on the pet. They'll buff different aspects of the character. I was really hoping to get the kill off on that one, but got the kill right there. Nice. Witch Doctor Jeans, really good. We just actually need the staff for it, which is unfortunate that we don't actually just straight up have the weapon, but we have like 2/3 of the armor set, but not the weapon, which is just crazy unfortunate to say the least. But that is okay. Tis all good. There's a dig spot. Nothing good, that's okay. Dog will only attack things that are aggressive, so we don't have to worry about aggroing slimes. Okay, usually is a good sign when you hit stuff like this that you are making your way into a new biome. We're gonna go ahead and use the giant mushroom. Bam. Jeez, okay, quite the hole that we're traversing. more skill points that we hadn't yet used. There you go. I see. Okay, we skipped a good amount to get to where we are, truly. Yeah, we ain't gonna worry about that just yet. That, my gentlemen, is a boss. And it is a boss that we are not ready to deal with. In fact, we couldn't even aggro it if we wanted to deal with it, in all honesty. Alright, truly we have entered an area of great danger. And we are very much so under-equipped. So yes, we're gonna come across stuff like this, where he refuses to die. If that is any testament to the amount of underprepared we are for this. And our inventory is full, because of course our inventory is full. Don't really need the snowballs. We'll put the snowballs down for a minute. In all honesty, we only really want the tin here. And, that guy would definitely one-shot us, so low-key melee combat against him is quite scary to say the least. Okay. Should I have even been doing melee combat against him? No. Was I doing it anyway? Yes. Why, may you ask? Because I'm cool like that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That's just bread. You can eat the bread. Don't really need it though. Okay, that must have made him move quicker. Oh no, it's oh, this is quite scary to say the least. Okay, we could have gotten very much so in trouble during that, but that's okay. This is where the true grindy nature of this game starts to show up, because you can tell, I can tell, it's taking significantly longer to break these boxes. DOS is DOS. Is DOS what I think DOS is? That is exactly what I think DOS was. Okay. Don't need clay walls. End of story. But now we can use magic. Ah, perfect example of I'm not going to be able to break this. See, mining damage too low. So the game straight up just says you are not allowed to break it. Didn't realize I could slip through the cracks in those. Gold, just on the ground. Okay. No bueno. What we just found is not good. I'm out of mana! Forgot that mana was a thing. Why mustn't I be allowed to spam my spells? Yeah, I forgot that I had a pants slot and I was not wearing pants. We'll take the gold ore. Like I said, gold useful for some other things eventually. Speaking of gold, if you haven't noticed, the sparkles mean that there's ore. So like sparkle copper. Different ores spawn in different biomes, so for example, these starting biomes, it's just gonna be copper. And occasionally you'll get the whatever those things are called, the like crystals or whatever they called it. Ooh, this is really fun. We can't do this yet, but I do enjoy these a lot. See, and that's why we did not craft a backpack. Did we get a little bit lucky getting this? Perhaps. But did we really? It was fate. We don't have anything to get in there with yet. But if you could use context clues, they're musical instruments, and we have to play the song to get the door to open. It's really cool. They have okay loot for the stage of the game when you can actually start to make your own instruments, but if you're able to find an instrument from a crate or something, it's a nice head start. We found another egg. I actually found 2 eggs while we were out. See, this is why we made 2 incubators. It's like I knew that that's was gonna happen. We're actually gonna make 2 more chests, and you are going to see why. And my organization is actually about to start happening. Bop, 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 bop. More apprentice robes, more apprentice robes. Just doing some organization real quick. Okay, now my dog has a chance to do much damage in one attack. Oh. Oh, I should do the thing that makes tour chats disappear if they last too long, just because. Pretty dead channel. Makes it look nicer when people show up, when all the scam messages aren't just casually in chat. Just doing some base cleaning things. I don't actually want to plant anything just yet because I'm tired of having terrible actually I have a larger amount of health than I thought we had. Pretty nice. We're already at like 180 in theory. We really need to make that tin workbench, which means we need more tin, which means we gotta go back to the area. The danger zone. Excusez-moi. Welcome to the danger zone. This is the highway to the danger zone. Yeah, so usually instead of giant chasm, you kind of just walk into the clay biome. So we actually kind of got unlucky with how much of a chasm we got, because it skips a lot of the intro area and puts us much further into the chasm than you would normally be, much earlier than you would normally be. So it's a lot more scary than it would normally be. Like this. Yeah, that's... See? The no-go zone. Because he just hit me for 200 some damage. Oh, it's all good, it happens. Yeah, but now I have to make that obnoxiously long walk back. Which, eventually we can get some stuff that will help us be just a little bit speedier. We can make food items that make us faster too, but the speed buffs don't last nearly long enough for the amount of work that you have to put in to get speed. Admittedly, you don't have to put a lot of work in to get the speed buff. It's just the speed buff only lasts 1 minute, which... So in our defense, we're actually fighting the tougher variant of these mobs. There's two types of these mobs. There's the orange, and then the tan. We are fighting the orange, which are, I'd argue, almost twice as strong as the tan versions. Okay, this place is low-key just a dead end. Yeah, we can't even really go up this way. We kind of have to just abandon straight up and choose a different direction. No shot. Oh my gosh. Okay. We actually kind of got really lucky that we found this spot immediately, because if not, we'd have to do a lot of walking through an area that's really inconvenient to walk through, because all this is covered in slime, so it makes you slower. And normally, you have to do a lot of exploring in this nasty slime trail. So, normally it's a good idea, yeah, to walk around on this, like... Admittedly, although it's slimy, it's faster to walk through the slime than it is to dig through stuff, so normally it's a decent idea to walk around on the slimy dirt to look for the ores that you need in these different areas, but it appears as though we have found another area. Now, we don't actually have the stuff to mess around in that other area, but the second we do, we're gonna ditch this clay area, because honestly, the clay area is arguably the worst area in the whole game. Its level of difficulty for where you're at is actually absurd in my opinion. I think it's way harder than it should be. Ooh, we actually almost died there. Oh, we almost just died. Okay, never mind, it didn't one-shot us, but still. Very dumb. Damn, that hit me. Okay, the running skill tree is finally starting to branch out. Don't really care about any of that. Don't really care. Don't really care. Am curious what that is. Okay. Uh-oh. We need to run. Like yesterday. Good job, Doge. How much in do we get? 20 should be enough. Because in all honesty, like I said, I dislike the clay area, to say the least. Was not needed in the slightest, and thus it is gone. I have some laundry I need to swap over real quick. So I'm gonna do that real fast. Wow, our tin is going. Yippee! Music workbench. Now we can craft musical instruments. Which, admittedly, I would love to do the cello. Because the cello doesn't require anything but some fiber. Wow, I'm actually surprised. Okay. You know, for once, don't have enough fiber to do something. Truly an absolute shocker. Now I am curious if it pulls from any chest. It does pull from any chest now. The chest doesn't actually have to be close to where you are. It will just pull from any chest. Okay. I'll be right back. That is actually really nice that it will pull from any chest. Well, not necessarily any chest. It could still have a range limit. It just appears that they have increased the range at which it can be gathered from. Okay, you are not dry at all. You need to go again. Why are you not dry at all? I ran the dryer. I swear I did. honestly gonna run it for a second time. Really strange. Now, I thought my clothes were done, but they were like sopping wet in the dryer still. I have no clue how or why, but they were. So, unfortunate. We're low-key gonna go get some fiber real quick. Usually get fiber out of crates and stuff, but I guess the harder difficulty makes you get better stuff out of crates so you don't just get stuck getting fiber. Which is nice. But also not nice when you need fiber. Where's my dog? I took a hit because my dog took too long. I kind of forgot that you can do charge shots with the bow. You get different fish depending on which biome you fish in, so if I were to fish in this clay area, we would be getting different fish. Yeah, you can still find other ores even in the other biomes, so even though this is the clay area, you still can find copper. What am I stuck on? I was stuck on nothing and took a huge hit because of it. Copper cross necklace. I didn't even realize that that was on the ground earlier. Ah! Okay, I forgot you only have one necklace slot. Ow! I think we have enough fiber. Yeah, I have one fiber back at base. There's enough fiber. We can leave. Ow. Goodbye. I didn't realize that was the edge right there. Ah! Apprentice robes are broke. It's okay. It is okay. I think we're gonna get my body back. We're going to make the cello, play the music needed to enter the music vault, and I think we'll try to find the first boss. Cause I more or less know which direction the first boss is gonna have to be in, just because he isn't in any of the directions we've gone yet. Basically, first boss spawns relatively close to because the attack rate of this thing is so fast. Yeah, shreds them. Shred. I wonder what the shroom cap does. I got 2 of them. So unbelievably mid. I don't have a summon a weapon yet, so honestly the Witch Doctor set is okay, but not amazing. Oh yeah. We will make the cello. I would argue fibers. Even though you plant fiber to get it, we'll put it in the crafting area. Okay. We'll go play some music and then we'll go fight a boss. Okay. If I can remember where I need to go to play the music. Recall idol, pretty cool. Greater health potion, also pretty cool. Iron bow, really cool, especially for our stage of the game. It's a couple tin bars, real nice. A little bit of money. It's like actually piss all money, to be honest. But iron bow is cool. Recall idol is nice, but they're just I don't know. Recall idols are arguably really expensive for the amount of benefit that they bring. They're really convenient, but the boss might actually be over there. Go check over there. Oh, jeez. It's actually a really cool set piece, so we're not gonna even touch it. Straight up just gonna let it. So Iron Bow OP, hence why that fight was so easy. Yeah, no, honestly, just you're supposed to fight that guy pretty early on. We didn't fight him that early on. We kind of waited a bit. Thus, real easy. Wait, no, I stand by my statement. The Iron Bow's honestly the real reason that was so quick and decisive. Awesome! We got one of the cool things, but we didn't get what honestly I was really hoping to get out of that. Something that they added to the game, waypoints, will make a good amount of my life easier and more enjoyable. First boss dead. Could pretty reasonably kill the second boss. Only issue that may arise is aggroing it. You have to do enough DPS. Not necessarily DPS. You have to do enough damage to aggro the second boss, which is honestly the hardest part about the second boss. But there are some pretty decent strats to hit him with to get him to aggro. This we maybe care about. We don't really care about doing that to Gorm. We're okay without the slime sword, I assure you. Slime sword is pretty good because it does 90 damage. We don't necessarily need it. We did find another piece of the Ranger set though, which is really nice, because now we're only missing the pants for the set bonus. We have almost all the pieces for the apprentice set, but still, not enough for the set bonus. Unfortunately, the one set bonus that we do have we can't even utilize, which is unfortunate to say the least, but it's okay. Got a green bird and a blue bird. We're just gonna place this down for now. We'll put that in a better spot later, but for now, it is where it is. As you can see, the Alex buffs move speed and buffs damage. The dog straight up just does damage. Now, I Kinda like the pets that straight up just do damage. So, I'm gonna stick with my dog. But, honestly, you can do what you want to do, so. Yeah. Contemplating taking a break and hopping on later and playing some more. We can make healing potions now. Sulfur bomb. Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? Done and I love. Isn't it over? We're gonna do something a little stupid, but we're gonna try it. Alright, we're gonna go attempt something that probably won't work, but we can try. for Gorm to make his rounds. Okay. We're gonna have to do the other strat for aggroing Gorm. Now, there's a pretty solid chance that this doesn't work and it backfires really poorly. But there's also a solid chance that it just kind of works. Now we're just going to do this for quality of life. Because knowing when he'll actually be joining us and when he won't be anywhere near us is just convenient, especially for this strat. But we're gonna have to sit and we're gonna have to wait for a little bit. See? Easy fight. Okay. Yoink. 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 Alright. We got lucky and unlucky. Getting the chieftain set is honestly pretty nice, because getting the chieftain set normal way, pretty annoying. We got unlucky because we still don't have a summon weapon. So even though we have all this gear for summons, don't actually have a weapon to use it on. Could I do something very cheesy to get one? Yes. Am I going to? Honestly, maybe, because this is ridiculous. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get the parts of the set that we actually want. Because low-key what we want is we want... Yeah, we got the 2 parts. Honestly, if either of the parts had been the legs, we would have been fine. But of course, they were not the legs. Alright. Two and a half hours roughly. It's pretty good. We'll call it here for today. I'll probably be on before next Sunday. Next Saturday, just because I have a lot of days off coming up. So I'll probably be playing Court Keeper here and there before Saturday, but for the first solo Saturday, I think we'll call it here. So yeah, it's part 1. Keep us posted in the next couple parts. We're going for 100% playthrough, so we're gonna go for all achievements. We already should have gotten a couple of the achievements, such as killing Gorm and some other stuff, but I already have those achievements, so they weren't gonna pop up. But yep, call it there for now. I might be on later today, playing either more of this or something else, but yeah, looking to take a break for now. So yep, calling it here.